Can't make the actual TARDIS sounds because of copyright issues, and we don't want to have copyright issues with the BBC, darn you. Greetings, one and all. It is me, Cat, aka Black Moon Rose 13. Sorry for the world's worst Doctor Who impersonation of the TARDIS, but gotta do what you gotta do for the sake of copyright. I went to the Bartow SyFy Fair, which is completely free and completely awesome on Saturday. I cannot do my words today, and I sound like a frog. Sheesh. I sound like Batman, and not the cool one. Cool one's Kevin Conroy, if anyone starts asking in the comments. Darn you for not knowing. So I went to it, and it was really, really fun, by the way. Went with my grandma, so it was really, really awkward at some moments. Like, okay, she knows Star Trek. She does, to an extent. Not the new stuff. But there are a lot of stuff that she didn't know, and there was a lot of anime, and I had to explain what anime was, and explain certain anime things. That was fun. And then there were video game stuff, and I had to explain video game things. Had to explain other, and this, that, and the other thing. Some Doctor Who things. Well, that was embarrassing. And, Grandma got annoyed at a thing because, some people were dressed in some simple clothes, and it's like, you can cosplay as anything, can't you? And I go, yeah, that's the beauty of cosplay. But, yeah, I had to do some weird, awkward apologizing and sounding like, sorry for all of this. And I sounded like Alphys all day. Certain moments. But, anyway. So, I have photos. I will be showing those photos. But first, I want to talk about stuff that was not photographied because, come on, I only have so much battery life on my cell phone. So, before I got to the all photographing and all of that jazz, there was a picture I took of the 9th Doctor. It's going to be one of the first ones you see. Don't worry, you'll know. And I saw one guy who was cosplaying as the 11th Doctor. Forgot to take his picture. Darn it. But I did take his picture later on, but it was in a different costume. We'll explain later. So, when I did that, where was I? Oh, yes. Sorry, frog throat. So he saw my shirt, which I'm wearing, a medic shirt. You can't see in this lovely photo of me trying to walk out of the TARDIS. And I could have done better, but the other door I don't think could have opened when I tried to do this. Okay, shut up, brain. Anyway. So he saw my medic shirt and he was like, oh, I love that medic shirt and everything. And I go, thank you, danke. And I medic squeed. And he was saying he's planning on doing a cosplay of medic as well with a giant blow-up heavy in front of his medigun. He yelled like, I'm fully charged and everything. And then he talked about how he's planning to meet Gary Schwartz, the voice actor of Demo Man and the Heavy, and he's gonna meet them. Lucky bastard. And apparently he's already met Alan McLean and John Patrick Laurie and are friends with them. Really lucky bastard on that one, dude. Because I was like, and he goes, John Patrick Laurie, and I go, voice of Sniper and married to Alan McLean, who was the voice of GLaDOS and the Administrator, and his fairy godmother from the web series Wish It Inc., which you totally should watch. And then I got, oh, it was so sad they didn't have a second season. And I go, and he's like, yeah, it was horrible. And then, apparently he and his friends were part of this booth that does balloon animals. And, somehow, for a while, I was duped into helping carry balloons. But it wasn't a bad thing, because I kept conversing while holding balloons for them. And he did this really big balloon sculpture thing, which you will see later. It's much later, because I didn't take the picture earlier, because it wasn't technically completely finished, and he even told me that. So, later. Later. But he does balloon stuff, and it's better than what I used to do. I mentioned it, and he goes, oh, can you? And I go, no, I was never at this level. I was beginner. I am crap. And, he and his friend who was there, we were talking about video games and stuff. His friend kept calling me the little medic girl. Until I go, you are aware I am like 25, right? And he's like, bull. And I had to break out my ID a lot recently at this thing, because apparently I don't believe I look like a teenager. I sound very intelligent. I I'm not saying that teenagers can't be intelligent, but it was really weird. I mean, and one of the friends who I've made, who is a really awesome friend, also has that issue. She was like, I have that same issue, and I really wish I brought my ID like you did, because you were just popping, because I had in my backpack, that big, ugly backpack, which I wish I took off before coming out of the paradise, but I wanted to look like a prepared companion. Shut up. And there was a line of people wanting to go into that thing, so I had to be quick about it. Shut up, brain. Ow, my jaw. I just cracked it. And, yeah, that was really, really fun to have to deal with. So fun. Not really. I keep forgetting that. Oh, I also went to my very first Doctor Who panel. And, well, while Grandma was there and almost fell asleep and I had to nudge her 5 times. It was fun. Although it was really, really awkward when... Okay, we were talking about, like, mostly the current season, because I wanted to talk about some of the older seasons from... Not Classic Who, because while one of them was talking a lot about Classic Who and how she watched it, like, religiously, I was wanting to talk about, like, the other series of, current Who, but, we didn't have time because, debates and all that. But it was actually weird. They're like, "Is there anyone had a moment in Series 9 that they really liked?" And I went, "I like the scene where when the current Doctor was on was on top of the tank and was playing guitar and was talking about, all of that." And I just thought it was funny as heck. But everyone who I've ever talked about it thought it was a stupid scene, which is true. And they were like, "Well, it was more of a thing for people like our generation than your generation." And I'm sitting here going, for those who don't know it, who couldn't hear that, I just tilted my head and did a face of annoyance. Huh? I guess they assume because I'm a younger New Who fan, but I've been a Doctor Who fan with classic stuff. But I didn't want to get an argument over it. I'm trying to be mellow here, people. Mellow yellow, mellow yellow. As a disgusting drink, if you ever try to drink it, by the way. So. That was really fun doing the thing. But they were like talking, and they were older, like 30s, 40s, I'm guessing, assuming 30s, 40s, I'm assuming. And they were like, they really like the current Doctor, and I like him too. And he's like, he's old, he's crotchety, he's not an excited puppy. And, I mean, I can see where they're going through it, and I can understand. And I can understand why they got, younger doctors so they could get a new audience in. And I love the older Doctor too, because I think the older Doctor is really great and everything. Because, classic Doctors were older and, wiser and all that jazz, but yeah. Talking too much. I know I am. So, I'm guessing everyone right now is going, "Shut up and show off the pictures of the cosplay." I'm working on it. Okay. Behold the first cosplay picture I got, a Jedi! Which he was parked right near us when me and Grandma got in. It was really interesting. It's nice. We talked about Star Wars stuff. We talked about how he is planning to go to MegaCon, so I might see him again. Maybe. Although when I took the picture, after I took the picture, my grandma was like, "He's most likely used to getting his picture taken." And I'm like, "Grandma, when you take cosplay, it's like you have to get used to the concept of getting your picture taken. It's like a rule. A big rule. Come on. Y'all who cosplay know what I'm talking about." The 10th Doctor. The guy who apparently his dad is the one who ran the whole thing. Did not know that. Yeah. Also, this is the Doctor that led me to the other Doctor, that led me to balloons, that led me to a bunch of awesome talk about Doctor Who stuff, video game stuff, and me going in great massive envy. Massive TF2 envy. I have issues with that. Oh, this costume is the Pits. Get it? The Pits? Pit from Kid Icarus, for the love of God, people, this was funny. Raven from Teen Titans, who is one of my favorite characters from Teen Titans, in comic book form, and in the cartoon, but Teen Titans Co. can freaking kiss my ass, because it is the crappiest thing ever, and, well, this Raven cosplayer actually kind of agreed with me on that. Yeah. Yeah. You know it's something when the cosplayers agree with you. I mean, she was willing to do Teen Titans Go stuff for the kids and everything, but yeah. And I think she's a famous cosplayer, and I did not take down her name, because I am an idiot. I am an idiot. I am an idiot. Sound that you make when you level up in Fallout, but we can't use because of copyright issues. Yeah, it's the Fallout boy. Ain't he awesome? Can't play Fallout 4 still. Still get nauseous. I have to figure out a way to fix the field of view. Haven't figured it out yet. Just saying. Some stormtroopers. Plus a one of those people whose names I can't remember right now because my head hurts. I think it's mostly stormtroopers, though. Yeah, mostly stormtroopers. Oh, guest appearance of my finger. Hello, Finger. How you doing? Sorry, I'm really tired right now. I can't remember half the crap. Marf from Fire Emblem. River! I had to take this picture a second time because someone bumped into me. Courtesy, people. Courtesy. Wolverine and Daredevil? Be still my little fangirl heart. Wolverine. It was a good cosplayer. He laughed when I said the be still my little fangirl heart joke. Yeah. And then I said, yeah. Oh, sorry, I was distracted thinking about Wolverine. Good looking guy. I'm going to hell. Going to hell. Deadpool costume's Daredevil costume's good too. Deadpool. What am I thinking? My brain farted. Sorry. It's still on fumes over here. I'll be better now. I promise. The Doctor and his TARDIS. Two different cosplayers that just, work together in one different picture. I love that outfit. Comes with a hood. A hood. Yeah, that's the first Doctor. William Hartnell Doctor. Which is awesome. Oh, speaking of Doctor Who, we actually got, during the Doctor Who thing, we actually got into an argument over how to pronounce Capaldi's name. And then pointed out that Capaldi never corrects. Just saying. Also, look at the dress! So pretty! Let me fangirl, please. That's all of Megalovania I can remember right now off the top of my head. I would put in the actual music, but I'm really lazy. It's Flowey and Fisk. And Fisk is an awesome person because, when I went up to them, I went, "Hi, I'm Flowey, the flower." "You idiot! It's kill or be killed." I did basically the whole opening bit. And the whole "you idiot" thing. And she started laughing. So, always a good sign when you act like a complete dork. But yeah, we started talking about, like, Undertale and all this stuff. And during the whole thing, we we hung out for the rest of the fair. So you'll see her periodically within other pictures because, the only good time you can ever get a picture is when someone else is taking their picture because her mom was there who supports her in her whole cosplay endeavor, which is nice. Really nice. And so my grandma had adults to hang out with her because Fisk's mom and stepdad was there and my grandma could hang out with them and talk about adult things while we talked about adult things because we're both in our 20s and fangirling like crazy and having very serious conversations about very serious things. Like headcanon music for Metaton because I had my MP3 player with me and I handed her an earbud and we listened to a couple of songs that were very, very Metaton headcanon. So, really, really, really useful. Also, the the Pafriscus video thing. I showed her that, and she kept laughing. So, that's a good sign. And hopefully we'll be able to keep in contact with on Tumblr, because she and I have a lot of things in common, minus Undertale, thank God. Because it'd be really awkward. Really awkward. No, I'm kidding. It wouldn't be that awkward. Or would it? Who knows? I'm hungry now. But yeah, so we had a lot of fun hanging out. At least I got to hang out with someone who was like-minded, and I didn't have too much of an awkwardness with my grandma. I mean, there was still awkwardness, but not too much. Not too much. By the way, if you're watching this, Liz, hi. You're on YouTube now. Well, she also has a YouTube channel, so, you know, one day we'll collaborate and make the ultimate YouTube video, and everyone will die in its awesomeness. I'm kidding. So, yeah. I say that at the ending of a lot of my long stories. I've just now noticed that. I sound like Elvis sometimes, and it's really awkward, and I never did my Elvis impersonation. But, well, hi. Now I did. It's really, yes. Okay, I'll stop it. Victorian Pikachu lady. I think she's the Pikachu car lady. Yeah, she is, I think. Yeah, she is. She has a car there. She had a car there, too. And I think I have it. Picture of it. If I do, I'll put it right next to this one. Pika. Pikachu. Pika. Pika. Pikachu. Pika pee. I hope I don't get copyright issues with that now. Wow, look at me worrying. Yep, there's her car. Heard there was a controversy about the Pikachu car lady, and there was a fake going around. This is the legit one, but I'm wondering if the fake one is still out there. Also, Chubby Pikachu for life. Chubby Pikachu's awesome. You're so cute, and pudgy, and you want to pinch your cheeks. I'm not weird. I told you I'm not weird. Ray from Force Awakens, and I'm thinking Layla from oh crap, can't remember which Star Wars film. I know this outfit. Brain, how can you fail me now? No! Klingon lady. Kaplach! I hope I say that. Kaplach? Crap. Listen, the only Klingon word I know perfectly is bach, I think. And that's the weapon. I think. God, it's been so long since Star Trek. The 501st Legion. Great group. Awesome group. They're at MegaCon a lot. We're at MegaCon a lot. You might know these guys if you saw that video, which said Happy Birthday Wes on it, which I forgot to make only for Wes. Oops. Yeah, too late now. Yep. They sang Happy Birthday to him, and Wes is indifferent about it. The man has no emotions. I can't make him laugh like a maniac. I fail so many times. But this is awesome! The 11th Doctor with a wonderful partner. The cutest little tiny Rapunzel from Tangled ever with the cutest teeny tiny fan. Also, guest starring Fisk, who I told you I was already hanging out with a lot during the thing, so I remember periodically. So cute. Fat Man and Chronic. You know, the characters that Jay and Silent Bob play. I just got excited over Jay and Silent Bob. My grandma didn't get it. I go, Jay and Silent Bob from Dogma. And she went, oh, I love Dogma. And then they got shocked that the guy who played Metatron died. You know, Alan Rickman. He died. Still sad over that, peeps. Still sad. Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. Gotta just end it there. Got nothing against the cosplayer. She was cool. You know it's not a fair or a con until there is a Deadpool. And behold, there was a Deadpool. And there was even another Deadpool. Bride Donna, who is awesome, and was one of the panelists at the thing I was at about the Doctor Who stuff, who watched Doctor Who a lot. She looks like Donna. I'm Supergirl, and I'm here to save the world, singing it awfully so I can get away with the copyright. Here you go, Kai, a Supergirl cosplayer. You know you love him, Kai. You love him. Supergirl. Awesome. There was others. I missed them. A steampunk family who were in a contest and won. And their stuff lights up. And apparently they are the conductors to the time train thing. I can't remember the title of their thing because my brain hurts. But remember, the family that cosplays together stays together. or steampunks together and stays together, whichever one you prefer. But, yeah. They won! I swear, I think steampunk always wins. Okay, long list here. Minus me, which Fisk Mom insisted because Fisk Mom was taking a picture with Fisk and it might as well include me in it because we were the best of friends and we were getting along and not killing each other. Yay! And the lady who was running the whole photos thing was like, you should do it too, be in it too, and I'll take care of the camera because my grandma doesn't know how to handle a camera. Oh, my grandma's there in the background. Hi, Grandma. Funny. Anyway, so we have Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man, Hawkeye, and for the 1000th time, Grandma, it is the Hulkbuster Iron Man suit. It is not a Transformer. Ugh. You would not believe how many times I had to correct my grandma on this. You would not believe it. Actually, I had to correct Fisk's mom a few times because I thought it was a Transformer. I'm like, no, it is the Hulkbuster Iron Man uniform. I was not being elitist. I was just trying to correct. Also, if you're wondering about my hand, it's the carpal tunnel thing. So, yeah. Apparently, I think they cosplay for kids who are sick. If I'm right. I can't remember. And there was a line for the Hulkbuster stuff. Just saying, it was a miracle we got in. So, yeah. Creepy, evil, witchy thingies that do a special Halloween trail, which is really creepy, and they would sneak up behind people. Yeah, not fun. Just saying. This little fucker. Can't remember the name of it right now, but all I know is that it's controlled by a robot, and it runs around, and it's like a cat! Messing with people, and it's evil, and I know it is from the original Star Trek, and I know it is silicone-based, and that the only way that Bones was able to heal it was to use stuff that is usually used to repair the ship. But I can't remember the name for it, and they told me what it was, and it went in one ear and out the other, and I am an idiot. I am so sorry, Brain and Star Trek fans. Please forgive me. It is way too early to be doing these slideshows. And I need food. Some Ghostbusters. And one of them is Harley Quinn. An interesting concept. Very interesting. And I have even more Ghostbusters. And where are they? Ah, right here. Yeah. A few Ghostbusters were out there. Really nice. I kept my Egon jokes this myself. I did a bunch of Egon references at MegaCon when they had, stuff. Yeah. Bad idea. Bad taste. Just saying. Didn't ask them what they thought about the movie. Should've. Yeah. Marty, we have to get back. Back to the future! Haha. Bad joke. Shut up. Jurassic Park, a Jeep doing this, to annoy you. A car made by Umbrella Corp. With the viruses in the back, I don't think that's really the safest thing to do. Also, my thumb is again trying to sneak into the thing. Or is that my finger? I can't tell. But still. Not smart! I ain't afraid of no toast. I mean ghost. Toast I have no issues with. That's delicious. The Scooby-Doo Mystery RV. I have some history with this thing. Okay, on my way to go to the, doctor, psychologist. Come on, everyone knows I see therapy. This thing is parked at a place, and I pass by it, like, every day. When I have to go to my therapist. So it's not every day. So it's every 3 weeks. Who cares? Still, I see it! Shield's theme song. I don't remember it because I haven't watched Shield in God knows when. I watched the first season. But, yeah, car. Aperture Science Test Taker, who had to chase down just to get to him. He could not. So hard to get to him. To chase him. I wish that portal gun was real. Don't blink. Blink. And you're dead. 10th Doctor and a Weeping Angel, which is a great cosplay, by the way. Also, every image that is of an angel becomes an angel. Does that mean that this video now has become a Weeping Angel? I'm blown. Do the windy thing! If you don't understand it, don't ask. Characters from Black Butler whose names I can't remember, and I remember that the one in the dress is technically supposed to be a male from the anime. I only watched a few episodes, sorry, so sue me. Bob, you'll like this! Sans, Papyrus, I think I found your dad. And or your really creepy uncle that your family never talks about that you shouldn't have bet anyway. Either or. One poison ivy. And it's awesome. Yeah. Badass looking cowboy. If he's a reference to something, like Walker or something, I don't remember. So, maybe it's Walker. I don't know. I'm gonna keep quiet now. A Jaeger pilot? I think. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on this. But he said you missed an awesome cosplay. Did he apparently went as earlier today, but he had to change out because the costume got too hot, as Iron Merman. Iron Merman. Damn, I wish I got a picture of that. I would love to have seen that. I seriously would. Iron Merman. I mean, that's really clever. Peggy Carter. Also, you're never too old to cosplay. A little goth couple. Which my grandma made this little comment saying, he looks like he's ready to climb every mountain. Which is a reference to Sound of Music. And I go, not unless that mountain is covered with blood and skeletons and the souls of the damned. Ha 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 ha. Should not do that on a sore throat. Martha Jones and Fisk. We've talked about this, people. Frankenstein and his bride. Or is it the bride and her Frankenstein? Lady selling steampunk stuff, dressed up as steampunk people. Jane Cobb from Firefly. And I said, tell him to say, your mother sucks toad butt for whatever. I was saying some weird phrase in Mandarin, and then we started talking about how they had used Mandarin, and I explained they were using it to cover up swearing, and apparently there's soon going to be a dictionary explaining all the things that they actually said in Mandarin from Firefly. One season, this series is going strong, and it's so good. I love that hat. I need that hat. I need to keep my ears warm. Van Gogh, or Van Gogh. Still out on the argument on how to pronounce that name. From the greatest episode, the new Doctor ever, at least during Matt Smith era, because I, as an artist, relate to it. Trust me. Especially that speech. And I even explained it to him, mentioning I was an artist, and we started talking about my art and everything, and I explained, like, that whole speech about him talking about color and everything, and how it's not just a solid shade. Yes, I know, I'm horrible, and I don't really add emphasis, but I'm working on it, and everything. And, you know, him and I was talking about that, and he's like, it really speaks to me as an episode. Also, Van Gogh is one of my favorite artists. So, you know, Van Gogh. Gough, go. Look at that Van Gogh! I'm lame. I did the stupid gun fingers and everything. But yeah. Great costume! Some pelts of fur stuff. This booth had also leather stuff. And I wish I had $5 because they had a bracelet I wanted. Peter's gonna hate this video now. Ha! Take that, PETA and vegans! I'm evil. Yeah, more chaotic neutral. Chaotic good? Yeah.
I'm in a comic book store. Look at all these comics. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? I won't sing the rest because YouTube is a big butt. We can't sing the song because YouTube copyright and shit. Awesome Fisk. Hi. Who's been in most of my pictures?
And my collection is not complete because I don't have near enough comic books.
Deadpool. And I will say.
For those wondering about that really, really weird video that just happened, that was the first time I've ever been in a comic book store. My hometown has no comic books. Most of my comic book information comes from borrowing comics from friends, the library, and reading a ton of articles on Comic Vine when I can. And learning from my friends. Just saying. I live in the comic book wasteland, and I was like, wow, my first time in a comic book store, and the guy's like, you've never been in a comic book store? I go, I live in the comic book wasteland, dude, and I had to explain it to him, and he's like, dude, I feel sorry for you, and I'm like, I know. Also, when did Figment have a comic book? I love Figment. He's my all-time favorite Disney character. If you ask me my favorite Disney character, and you do not limit it to movie, I will say Figment. Because Figment tells you to use your imagination. I won't sing the rest of that because Disney's horrible when it comes to copyright. We're already gonna be risking it with singing other songs. But yeah, first time in a comic book store. And I wish I had some money to buy some comics. I would have bought a bunch of comics. Also, the wall of Woo! As my grandma called it. We're weird. Yeah. We found Waldo. Or Wally, as some people call him. There was a pet cosplay contest. This is a dog dressed as Robin. And there were rats dressed as Batman and Robin, which was adorable as heck. And dogs dressed as Wonder Woman that would not behave when I was trying to take pictures, and then people walked him away. Look, doggies as Wonder Woman. Isn't that cute? They're so cute and adorable. And so fluffy. By the way, if you're wondering who won, the next picture will show who was the winner. Darn right, it was the ratties. The ratties won. Power to the rats. Now, there was some local artist who painted this random thing, which was basically Black Widow and Dean Winchester dancing, and they auctioned it, and they got like almost $70 out of it. Awesome. Wish I could get money for my art. I'm not complaining about the people who do buy on Redbubble, but I wish. One day. I joked saying I fail as an artist, and Fisk was like, no, we must continue to fight. We will do it one day. Yeah. Hugo Strange with some reformed jokers. I use that lightly, though. A Lady Freddy Krueger. Where's her scarring? Science, dude. Don't know if it was original or not. Spy from Steam-Powered Giraffe, if I'm right? I have no idea what Steam-Powered Giraffe is. Leia. Need we say more? Queen Leia! She has okay. Black Mask. Evil little mobster, ain't ya? Monkey D. Luffy! From One Piece. Don't know which version it is. Hey, don't walk away from me, mister. I'm still talking about you. This Roxas works with the guy who I told you about earlier, who works with the balloons, everything, and we were talking about Kingdom Hearts, and I said, hey, did you know the guy who voice acted Medic is also the guy who voice acts Luxord? And he's like, wait, no. And I go, yes. And they told me that Mark Hamill voices a character in Birth by Sleep, which is cool. I didn't know that. Teeny tiny Kylo Ren. The host of this cosplay thing was, nagging him. I'm like, it's like, he's evil! He killed Han! I kept going, spoilers! Spoilers! Practically everyone saw it! You don't know that! He's like, 2 point something, basically the thing, but I'm still like, yeah, but don't, like a poor little kid. He's just wanting to cosplay as Kylo Ren. You don't have to be all mean just because he killed Han. Well, the character, not him. Personally. Group cosplay of Resident Evil. The guy announces going, group doing Resident Evil. And I go, which one? This was a small audience. I can get away with this. And he goes, which one is a very good question. And they're all standing there and they're all posing. And then while they're looking like they're shooting each other, they go, pew, 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 pew. And the host is like, wow. Big, tough, badass shooters from Resident Evil. And they're all going, pew, 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 pew. The only way you can do it here in Bartow. They're good costumes. I bumped into them at the bathroom. They're nice. Tony Stark as Iron Man. Yeah. Miracle I got these shots. I honestly thought because of the way he was moving so quickly, I was not able to get a good picture. I will be honest. Also, he won the award for Best in Character Cosplay. Also, he looks a lot like Tony Stark. Grandma complained that he bought a store-bought costume. I'm like, dude, he looks like Tony Stark. It's good enough. Yeah. Characters from an anime that I don't remember. And I laughed when the host was having to read out the names because he's like, ugh, anime! I go, why don't you guys just write it down phonetically? Then you wouldn't have an issue. Just saying. Mad Hatter. Why is a raven like a writing desk? Hell if I frickin' know. Steampunk Victorian Lady. You always see a lot of these at like cons and fairs and everything. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's really great. You can get super creative with it. And even Grandma agrees. It's really, she loves the stuff. And it's just like, wow, there's a lot. You can get really creative. Characters from this thing that I can't remember the name of. Neither did my friend Fisk, and we are doomed at remembering stuff. But their outfits looked awesome, so I took a pic anyway. Batman. Still kicking myself I didn't get the awesome pose that he did. Still doing it. Teeny tiny 11th Doctor with a teeny tiny fez and a teeny tiny sonic screwdriver and a teeny tiny bow tie. Teeny tiny everything. Teeny tiny! The Legend of Zelda family. A Navi, an adorable little Navi who was really, really shy and everything. A Zelda, who was really into character and almost shot people. And, the greatest thing of all, a Link, who did the ah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! and was doing all the moves almost practically perfectly. Very in character. His little family is awesome. It's so cute. I'm so happy. He was so adorable. I'm sorry. I'm squealing too much. It's really hurting my throat now. Steampunk wizard and warrior. Fun fact, that snowy owl moves its head and is a descendant of the great Hedwig. And I'm still weeping over Hedwig's death from the book. Okay? I had more feelings over that than Cedric Diggory. What does that tell you about my life? Klingon warrior. Captain! I should have corrected myself earlier. I am very sorry. Did not know that until... Yeah, forgot to remember that. Anyway, all I remember is that the host of this thing was going, first I had to do anime, now I have to do Klingon. Ah! And he was just like, he could have had issues, and he just gave the mic to the woman going, just say the name, just read the thing and everything, and she just read it, and he's like, kaplach! 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 I can't do it anymore, my throat hurts. Every time I'm so sorry, Star Wars fans. Star Trek fans! Another steampunk lady. Very nice outfit. She kept twirling. Mandalorian bounty hunter. I now just remember the name. How many pictures later, after doing the freaking thing for that one? He's been through some stuff, by the way. Nice wear detail. Yippee-yay! This is a Fallout New Vegas cosplay. Oh, come on! Give me points for that. That was pretty clever. Yeah, it's really good. Nice Pip-Boy. Had issues with posing with him. He was moving too much, but yeah. It was really good, though. Really liked it. He had a nice Pip-Boy and everything. Yeah. Guy mistaken him for something else, and everyone in the audience yelled, going, Fallout! So you know how many Fallout fans were in the audience. So awesome. Nice. I want to touch it. A Mars steampunk from the Great British Empire explorer. I wanted to get it earlier because he did this awesome military thing, but I couldn't get it because Mom decided to call me. But yeah, I got it when he got his award. Luckily, he won an award. So I got to take a picture then, which was awesome. His outfit was awesome. One of his baubles fell off, but still, it was awesome. Yeah. Really cool. Well, everybody, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the pictures. Hope you had some fun. And hope you enjoyed and you learned something. I have to go back to my TARDIS and go back to my people. Thank you for watching. Can't make the actual TARDIS sounds because of copyright issues, and we don't want to have copyright issues with the BBC, darn you.